Team FNA Eclipsis versus McEPIC, i.e. MACE-EPIC, because Mace had a World of Tanks engagement, pun not intended, engagement today. So these teams are going to go at it. FNA has to win this match in order to be still considered for to advance to day 2. There is no losers bracket, so if you don't make it past day 1, that's that. So we'll see how these two teams duke it out. So in the bottom, we have McEPIC spawning GA Carrier, Aerial Levy, Destro Susie, and Kiaros a Guardian. Actually, we've seen this before. We saw this last game. This should be pretty familiar. And we've got a mirror comp again, but let's see how they started. Flight started 4-3 with the extra lasers in range. Maz opened up Reinforced Hull. We've seen this before. Eddie's opened up. This time a little different. 3 Brilliant Strike, 4 Needle Spine. And Killer U's opened up Corruptors and Constant Mutation. Last time he opened up Tense and Constant Mutation. So a little bit of a change. Aerio's opening up, opening up just Energy Speed, Tense, and Energy Speed, Corruptors, and Constant Mutation. Susie's opened up just 5 Armor, 3 Laser. Hello, I'm Grand Admiral, says Grand Admiral. Yes, but the nurse is not a nurse. What is this? Grand Admiral usually plays support ships like Arbiter and Raven, so very well known support player. Opened up 3-6, so those launches are going to be pretty nasty to begin with, and he will be able to beat up Flight on those. And Kiaros opened up for 3 as well, actually. It's the same as Eddie, so again, another mirror comp. We'll see this time if FNA is able to do any better against a mirror comp. And here's the initial engagement. So Susie's already lost all of their shields, and they don't have Reinforced Hull, so Ma and Eddie could actually just keep pushing on them, no problem. And Kiaros is actually getting a lot of chance to farm the outside. Killer U has been dropping Corruptors and farming, and Kiaros is coming in to help in the middle, because I think it's noticing that if the middle gets pushed back, the sides are inevitably going to have to go back also. And a bit of a 2v2 gang up, but Susie's already got the disadvantage. He doesn't have the Reinforced Hull, so these guys are just going to push on him. And are they just going to keep Ma and Eddie just going to keep and try to kill the Destro, possibly? Remember, Grand Admiral's going to be able to come down and do a launch so they don't overextend. Because last time Eclipses did overextend and then they lost Eddie early on. So they're smarting and they don't want to do that again. Sort of an interesting thing following the same team throughout a tournament. Sort of interesting to sort of see what they do differently, what they don't, and so on and so forth. But this should be interesting. It's a little bit hard because it's the end of the day. It's very late in the day for Ma. He's in Japan, so it's very, very late. And Aerio's doing his best to harass Flight. Flight's launching, giving what he can to harass Aerio. Let's take a quick look at the farm, shall we? Oh, Ma, you don't get the Artemis Award. Eddie, you do. Okay, Eddie has the farm tab. 548 farm for McEPIC, and we have 620 farm for FNA. So FNA is doing well. They did well in that initial push, and Ma and Eddie together were able to push back the Destro and really just get a little bit of an extra farm advantage. So Susie's now coming out, still going bot, still doesn't have Reinforced Hull. Killer U doing just fine. He's got 375 energy and his Corruptors. Aerio's got 350 energy and the Corruptors. Grand Admiral's warping in, just going pure ins at this point. Kiaros has gone, he's going Scourge. So again, this is going to be very, very familiar for FNA. They were up against Scourge, so let's see how much better they can handle it. Now they know there's a Scourge, so we'll see how they react. And Killer U went for his 4 Tents, so he's farming quite well as well. Let's actually compare the two Leviathans. So Killer U is one of the Leviathans, 185 farm, and we have, who is it, Aerial? Yeah, Aerial is the other Leviathan, 449 farm. So, a little bit of a lead for FNA at this point. And why is the sound super, super quiet? I do not know. I will stick this microphone in my face if need be. I actually don't know why this sounds super, super quiet. I'll try that. I'll say if that's a bit better. Let me know, folks. In 8 minutes, I will know if it's any better. Oh, Ma's going around again on the outside, acting as a warp point to apply pressure. He's been going around the same side, actually, all tournament. Always on the right. Now, McEPIC knows that this was happening, so basically this is just a push to apply pressure and to get a bit of farming space. Yes, Omega, I know. That's sort of the weird thing. I prefer a shorter stream delay. Big push on Karas. Lost quite a bit of health. Eddie just went for Broodling, so he's probably going to go for Broodlords perhaps early this time. His needle has the 7 needles, which is going to help against the Scourge. Flight has his Warpin and 8 interceptors. So he went for Warpin rather than the just straight interceptor damage. So he can do it more often. And note, neither of these teams has Energy Deny, Accepting, Flight, and Grand Admiral as the carriers. And feedback, while it's good, it's not the best form of Energy Deny. So we'll see how this plays out and which team's going to get it first. Last time, FNA did not get any Energy Deny with this comp. And we'll see if they do this time. Grand Admiral's purely going in, level 13 ints now on Flight. Flight's just counter-launching that to try to clean those up, and Eddie's helping out there. Helping out with the needle spines. Scourge on Ma. Good timing, actually, because the needle spines are still occupied with the OBFs. Or the onboard fighters. OBF sounds really cool. It sounds very military, and I'm sure that's from somewhere. Constant harassing. I like this, I like Warpin actually. It's great for applying constant pressure. Yeah, your interceptors may not be quite so strong, but you can apply it more often, which I think is key. And now we have Ma going back to base. And he's got a little bit of energy. He's going for a protective field, going for an energy build. Nothing's going to deny him at this point. And last time he didn't get as much armor. And so he kept on getting constantly pushed back because of the Scourge. So protective field could help with that. Ario dropping corruptors here and there and everywhere. And we haven't checked in the farm in a while, so let's see. Who wins the gold star? Killer you. 1100 farm for McEPIC and just over 1200 farm for FNA, so FNA is doing well. Actually, let's take another quick look. Killer U's 377 farms, Levy Aerial is 336. So, Killer U's still maintaining a lead as far as the Levy versus Levy battle goes. So, we'll see how that plays out, and it's the trade-off, right? Do you get more energy right off the bat, which looks like what Killer U's doing, or do you dump solely into your corruptors? And it looks like both these guys are going for the hybrid. Moss coming around the outside again from the bottom. Ingie. I'm not going to talk about how dirty that would sound, but anyways. Inga. It's Inga. And he can just, and with the protective field that helps out Ma a lot, and he has reinforced hull, so he's really going for his longevity. Light warping in level 13 ints. And 300 energy, so he can keep doing the warping as much as he wants. Killer you warped in. Has his one-shot, 7 bile, 1.61 speed. Does everyone have 1.61? I think so. Yep, pretty much everybody. Except Flight. Flight, the carrier, does not have 1.61. Lots of farm leaking, though. A lot of farm leaking from that push. Flight's got to clean up this outside lane. He's starting to do so. Susie's now has protective field and 325 energy. Kiaras is getting hurt quite a bit by these launches. Constant target. Oh, Kiaras has Parasite. so we could be seeing someone getting parasited soon. Counter launches everywhere. That's going to be sort of interesting, because these carriers are constantly going to be tied up, counter each other. From flight, I always see you with interceptors. Always. Around you. You're very popular with the interceptor crowd. A Scourge launching past Susie. Susie wastes the protective field and goes straight to Karis, which doesn't do as much damage as it could, but always applying pressure. Killiu's Corruptors are level 6, so he's going the same thing he did last time. Heavy damage into the Corruptors, not just strictly energy. And Killer is also getting some health upgrades. Ariel's putting a bit more in minerals into direct damage from his Leviathan. Different strategies. And constant pressure. So FNA is really trying to apply constant pressure here. Eddie is applying his Scourge, which basically actually is following up a bit. So this is similar. Last time Eddie did not, he went more into needle spines. Flight stayed with interceptors the whole time. Ma would go and bombard. Instead he's going for protective field, so he has more longevity because he kept getting pushed back. It's interesting. We'll see how it plays out. I can't say how McEPIC was playing before, but I'm sure they had a Big Mac afterwards. McEPIC. I'm scourging it. Or whatever. Take your pick. I'm scourging, I'm frenzying it. You can insert whatever statement you want. Killiu not being bothered that much because arrows come in the middle to try to harass against Ma and handle the Scourge and the interceptor launches. Killer's getting a free pass at the moment. But Killer's now starting to go more into Bile. Bit of a push at Karos. I don't think he's going to make it because they're already at the towers, but a big push to apply broad pressure on Nicotina. Oh, Karos down to 2,100 health. 2,000 health. Wow, that was really close. A bit more rundown distance, and that would have been different otherwise. And so FNA is now pulling back, but they all have quite a few minerals to upgrade, so there's no sense to risk it. Susie's come out now with Bombard, which is going to help against the interceptors, etc. Karis. Anabolic, he's parasited by Eddie. I believe it's Flight or Ma. Ma's parasited on FNA. Ma's getting pushed by the collective team. Karis is scourging. No. Karis is just getting pounded over and over by these launches. And that's great because it keeps him back and it forces him to be defensive. And Ma is getting targeted more and more because McEPIC realizes that if they push Ma back, then really Killiu is forced to stay in the center to try to maintain the middle. Grand Admiral's been getting a free pass for a while. Level 16 interceptors. 1.5 speed. Karis. Woohoo! He's also probably low health, actually, I realized, because he's anabolic. My bad. If you see a Guardian of full energy and almost no health, probably it was anabolic. I don't play guard, guys. I have a free pass there. As soon as I start to play him, though, then I'll be responsible for doing accurate casts. I could talk about how Karis is like a flying brown dolphin. What does it look like dolphins that just fly? Anyways. So, warp in by Mom on the top, so now he's level 7 lasers. Still parasited, but he has 400 energy, so he's able to keep that protective field. And Flight is going back for his upgrades. He has almost 1,000 to spend. Killiu's coming in. More Bile. Rapid regen now. No Frenzy yet. And Ma's just pushing heavily in Arrow. And Eddie's helped cleaning things up with his needle spines. Susie still hasn't gotten the reinforced hull yet. Basically just depending on the protective field. Big push here. Big push in the middle, but everyone's in the middle, so it's a big brawl. And Ma's just keeping on going, relentlessly pushing again and again. Killer's providing some backup with his Bile. Trying to run down Karis. Are they gonna make it? Karis is already in the red. Just shy of 2,000 health. Now everybody's in range. And the interceptors are coming in. Is this going to be a kill? Yes, it's going to be a kill. Flight's interceptors get the kill. Level 20 interceptors. Ma's retreating now, but he just throws out the protective field. Now's the time to cover and make sure this doesn't become a trade. And MACE-EPIC has to try to make sure this is a trade, because otherwise this could just be the long slide towards a defeat. Unless someone derps. Grand Admiral has level 16 interceptors. A lot of pressure on Aerial. This is going to buy FNA a lot of time to farm. And Aerial's going down. Aerial's going down by Killer Use Bile and the interceptors. So now it's 4v2 for FNA McEPIC. And this farm count is going to be devastating. And we have a PP request from FNA. I have a PP request from FNA. I don't think it's a PP break, but we don't know. So this does not look good for McEPIC. At this point, I call it a GG because a carrier will counteract a carrier. That's the funny thing about the mirror comps. Basically, each of them can sort of in some way counter the other, right? So the damage from one carrier is offset instead by the damage of the other. And then you have the Destro. So, and Ma's saying his menu is unclickable. This could be the top menu in StarCraft, this menu. But we will find out what's going on. And all 42 viewers, thank goodness you guys are all tuning in. Either you're watching the tournament. Oh, Eddie's AFK now. Either you guys are watching the tournament, or you're playing and your matches are done, or you're bored and your team's playing and you can't watch them, so you're watching some other stream. Thanks a lot for tuning in here, guys. And my voice is going, so I will need a sip of my tea. Looks like they're ready to go. Eddie is doing the thing, answering the doorbell. You never know if it could be a package or it could be those guys with the big giant checks saying you've won a publisher house. Draw and you win $1 million. So hopefully we get going in a second, guys. But as I said, I'm not calling this from McEPIC. I mean, they're epic players and they're from the most awesome players, but yeah, with the 4v4, just when you lose half your team, that's sort of it. Unless you overcommit or something. Are we going to Google? Yep, and as GA says, and GA, you'll be proud to know I've been pumping TSL, yeah. So 6 games every week, so yes, it's 12 teams. 6 games every week. A lot of teams that we're going to play this week are actually, they rescheduled to play next week. So next week on like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, there'll be a lot of games casted, streamed live by me and other casters. So, yeah. Everyone do a heart for the league. Canadians are allowed, yeah. Okay, guys, we're gonna get going here again. But yeah, so GA is pumping league because he's one of the TSL commissioners, of which there are 3. Here we go. Or not. There we go. For reals. Oh, a little bit of lag, because these guys are playing a lot. These guys are playing for the EU. So Moss coming in, more energy. Eddie's coming in, hasn't even gone back to upgrade. They're wondering if there are mines, because mines would complete this containment. With level 6 corruptors and mines, yeah, you won't be able to leave your base that much. But looks like they may not be having flights. Level 20 ins are going to make a toll. GA's only got level 19 ins, and he only has 275 energy. Susie coming out, no siege yet. Yeah, okay, alright guys, level 11 range on the levy. Why on earth did you spend 400 minerals on 11 range when there is no other levy in sight, I wonder. Yeah, I'm sorry, I have to tease these guys. They ask me. They just beg me to tease them. But yeah. Big push on Susie. Or Susie. We've got Scourge, we've got a big Duster coming down, we've got Bile from an 11 range levy. And we also have the level 20 interceptors, so Susie's going down. FNA is going to want to probably keep this, try to push this to the close. 1100 health, 900, 700, 600, dead. And there is GA is almost dead as well, but no one wants to take tower damage at this point. So GA is going to make it back with about 1000 health. And looks like FNA is taking out the top tower. Flight took quite a lot of damage from that. But he's making it back, so we're okay. We're okay, guys. Killer U still planting along the lines of corruptors. GA trying to clear out these corruptors with his level 20 ins, and level 20 ins are clearing. Look, they're clearing them out really fast. And we only have a pro carrier left. But look at that! That whole line of corruptors pretty much devastated by one int launch. Uh-oh, guys. Zin is OP. I'll play the Zin is OP video for you guys after the stream if you want to see it. I have it saved from YouTube. But yeah, Zin, the legendary OP carrier. Though we have a lot of good carrier players, but Zin is considered very OP. And Killer's trying not to damage the tower with his 11 range. He can just sit on the other side of the map and do it. Okay, Maw warps in. So more armor, more lasers. Bombarding his own teammate, or bombarding the ints actually. Bearing down on Great GA. I think we should be going for the tower now. GA's counter launching. He's waiting for the warp and interceptors to cool off. He can't get anything else, and there we go. And that is the last member from Team McEPIC. McDonald's should perhaps not consider hiring this team again. But then again, if it's service with a smile, that's what counts, right? So this was the 3 p.m. EST matchup. This was MACE-EPIC versus Team FMA Eclipsis. We're gonna have to see. I don't even know exactly what the standings are, so we'll have to go to the score sheet and see where we stand for everyone. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will catch you for later. I don't know what game I'll be casting next, but we'll see. Thanks, guys. Oh yeah, I promised that Zin is OP video, so I will do that. I have the video, I do, on my hard drive. Haha.
But there's one they fear. In their tongue, he's Dovahkiin, Dragonborn.
Hope you guys enjoyed that little bit. That video was from a snippet from the Grandmasters of Star Battle League, which was an invitational tournament last year, before my time, before I got in on the in-house scene. and that was the clip used to introduce Sin. And since then, there have been epic Texas, but that was considered a pretty epic one. Like, there are some failed Texas, which are also considered pretty epic. So, I'll catch you guys in a bit and let you know what game I'll be streaming.